Morning guys, and welcome to the Big Apple. So I'm actually in New York to attend a conference for work, but I've never been to New York before, so I figured I'll tack on a few extra days. Unfortunately, Alicia couldn't come with me, but I have a new travel partner this time. My mom has flown down from Toronto to meet up with me, so we're gonna explore New York together this weekend. If you're lucky to have great weather like we did, consider starting your day in the revitalized Hudson Yards neighborhood and walking the High Line. Once an elevated rail line carrying freight across the city, it fell into disuse in the 1980s and seemed destined for demolition. But a grassroots project led by local residents worked to repurpose the rail line, turning it into a now beautiful 1.5 mile trail, which has become popular among locals and tourists alike. All right, we've done a lot of walking this morning. We have now officially come to ground zero of the World Trade Centers. It's a really surreal experience to be here, truthfully. I was only 7 years old when 9/11 happened, so I was young, but it is certainly one of my earliest memories, one of my most vivid. I just remember the looks of horror on my parents and teachers' faces, and not really understanding it being 7 years old, but it really changed our world, and it's something you have to do when you come to New York. I think regardless of whether you were alive when it happened or not, it's had such a profound impact. So yeah, I'm gonna spend a bit of time here and just soak it all in. Well, the legs are definitely burning after all the walking so far today, but thankfully we are about to take a sit down here for the next hour. So you can't come to New York and not see the Statue of Liberty. It is certainly the image that I think of when I think of New York, and I think most people would as well. Probably the best way to see it is from the water, so we're going to be taking a trip here with Circle Line Cruises, so let's go. Circle Line Cruises offer a number of different routes around the New York Harbor, but if you just want to see Lady Liberty, their 50-minute Liberty Super Express route is the way to go. It costs between $19 to $24 depending on the day, and you also get some great views of Lower Manhattan, including the Brooklyn Bridge and One World Trade Center. As a bonus tip, if you have a little bit of extra time and want to save some money, consider taking the free Staten Island ferry, which passes right by the statue and runs 24 hours a day. However, you will have to allow about 90 minutes for the round trip journey. Without a doubt, the best views in New York are from one of the city's many observation decks. You have the classics like the Empire State Building and Top of the Rock, but when we were in the city, we decided to check out the newest observation deck, Summit One Vanderbilt. After rocketing up 91 stories above street level, you'll be treated to much more than just a view. While the views are indeed amazing, the experience includes a number of interactive art displays designed to awaken your senses and immerse you in your surroundings. This was without a doubt the highlight of my time in New York, and is up there as one of my favorite ever travel memories. Tickets aren't cheap at about $50, and it's an extra $10 if you want to go around sunset, but it was well worth it as the changing lighting only enhances the experience. Alright, well, that was a hell of a day. We did about 25,000 steps, so we are wiped. We're back at the hotel. Just gonna take it easy for the rest of the night, try to relax the feet, and have a little bite of dinner. We just got some sandwiches from a bodega, and that's gonna be it. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Morning guys, it is day 2 here in New York. So yesterday we spent all day exploring Manhattan, so today we are on the other side of the river to explore Brooklyn. And our first stop this morning is the Brooklyn Heights neighborhood. It has all these beautiful old homes that you can just kind of walk around and admire, and you get great views of Manhattan from across the river. If you look in the background too, you might be able to see Statue of Liberty. She looks pretty tiny, but I'll zoom in for you. Make your way from Brooklyn Heights down to the Dumbo neighborhood. After grabbing a bite at the Time Out Market, stop at Washington Street for one of the best photo spots in the city, with the street perfectly lining up with the Manhattan Bridge. Then, make your way back to Manhattan by walking the iconic Brooklyn Bridge. The longest suspension bridge in the world when it opened in 1883, it spans 1,595 feet, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn over the East River. I'd recommend walking the route from Brooklyn to Manhattan so that you can enjoy beautiful views of the Manhattan skyline as you cross. So unfortunately, my mom had to head back to Toronto this morning, and it's also my last day of kind of having my own free time to explore New York because tomorrow the conference starts, so back to work for me. But I figured, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this beautiful weather and explore Central Park because You have to do it when you're in New York, right? Obviously Central Park is massive, so I'm really only going to see a tiny sliver of it today, but it is such a perfect day to be exploring, so I can't wait to go see what I find. I just stopped at this little gazebo thing here to take a break, but I am still like trying to process just how quiet it is here. I mean, you know, you go up to Times Square, just anytime you think of New York, it's just loud in your face, but you come here, all you can hear is the birds chirping. It's so peaceful. I understand now why this is the haven for New Yorkers. It's just unbelievable. Whew. That was a great day of exploring Central Park, but I am now back at the hotel. Well, not exactly the same hotel. You may have noticed the background's a little different. I've moved hotels now for my work conference. I've got an amazing view overlooking Times Square, so really looking forward to getting down to business here for the next couple days. Hope you guys enjoyed this little trip around New York with me and found this video useful. And if you have any recommendations for the next time I'm in the city, please be sure to leave them in the comments. And if you did find the video useful, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thank you again so much